Here is a street light. This is the first video I'm recording here in the garage after I put some more lights in. I put a light up there and I got those little lights over here and one over here. I don't think it's going to be quite right for the video. I just kind of threw that up so I could work over here, and I'm filming in here just because this is really the only functional recording area in the house right now. The studio is a disaster from the flood. I kind of just had to take everything on the flooding side and throw it over there, and it turned into a total disaster. So I'm recording in the garage because the garage is, for the first time, relatively clean. So anyways, this is, let's see what the number is here. It is the American Electric Lighting 115. Now this is different than the 115 that I showed a couple weeks ago. This one has the lens that's like big, you can see it. The other one that I showed before just has like a flat piece of glass on the bottom. This one has like a proper refractor, and this is what I wanted because all the ones I see around here all have the refraction lens on it. So I found these, and you can get these on the eRipoff right now for about $70, which isn't too bad considering that's shipped here. So if I happen to like this fixture, then in the spring I'll order a bunch of them and put them out in the yard. So let's take a look and see what we got here. The full model number is 11510RN120R2DAEC, and of course is the high pressure sodium. There's some fruit flies in here. I found out that it wasn't mice that was in here, it was the bats. And I found a bat that was no longer with us in one of the traps, and had been there for some time, and there was all fruit. That's where the fruit flies were coming from, I guess. So I'm gonna have to start checking those traps more regularly. Anyways, let's go ahead and get this lamp out of here. So the refraction lens here is plastic, which is quite perturbing to me because it just doesn't seem like something of this grade and utility should be plastic. It seems like to me it should be glass. I don't know how this is going to hold up over time, and depending on what kind of plastic this is made of, this could last 20 years or it could fog up in a year. I have no idea what to expect out of this. And the good side is will make it easier to hang these things because this doesn't weigh much, but I don't know, it might look kind of fishy, it might not work that well, I'm not sure. I've seen the refraction lenses sold on the eRipoff by themselves, but I haven't really taken any measurements to see if there's ones that would fit this particular fixture. I would imagine that there's probably some kind of standard size, although I'm not certain what kind of need for the street lights still. So here's the fixture itself. This is the American Electric Lighting fixture, high pressure sodium, 100 watts, and it looks like it was made in June 29th, 2017, which was not all that long ago. It's very interesting to see that made so recently. I thought these haven't been made in a while. I guess that just goes to show really how recently this whole LED craze has really taken over. So this one looks like it operates differently than the other one. It looks like the whole piece here comes down as one. Oh wow, this one, this looks chintzy compared to the other one. I mean, I can't imagine they would make a product like this that doesn't last, but then again, look at all the LED ones we have. So, I don't know. Is there even a capacitor in here? Wow, don't tell me there's no capacitor. Unless the igniter and the capacitor are one unit. Wow. Huh. Acuity Brands. That's the same brand that makes the Lithonia lighting products now. Wow, it looks like there's no capacitor. I guess we'll be able to tell once I put the kilowatt meter on here. The transformer just looks really cheap. I mean, it's got good varnish and everything, so it might last. Who knows? Decent gauge windings on there. I hope that this is like. Is there a capacitor? There's got to be a capacitor here. I can't imagine that they would build this thing without a capacitor. Let me see if I can take that off. It looked like this should be able to. You know what? Yeah, there is. There's a capacitor below there. All right, so it's not a. It's not so bad. All right. I just remembered that I need to get the shorter cap. So let me go upstairs and grab that, and then we'll continue with the video. Well, apparently the box I had found upstairs was not the shorting caps. I thought I had ordered it was just another daylight sensor one. However, it was a ironically this one is now blue too, but it wasn't one like this where the top is all open. It was like a blue one, and the lens was on the the photo eye was on the side. And I remember buying that thinking that maybe it would fix the problem on the front porch light. And so I just put it on there, and I actually think that it fixed it. The light's been on for several minutes now, so it might have been that simple. Which of course now bothers me. I didn't just put it on there, 2 months ago, and I thought the piece, but whatever. So I got the shorter cap. There's all like dust in there, but whatever. I have a larger bulb for it this time. This is a Mogul base bulb, which will more properly fit in here. This is the Proline Halco Lighting Technologies Industrial Commercial High Pressure Sodium Mogul base bulb. Now this is kind of a unique bulb. This is a 100 watt non-cycling bulb. And in theory, when these bulbs reach the end of their lifespan, they're supposed to start turning blue. Like not blue, but like a bluish white, like a cooler color, kind of like metal halide. And that's supposed to indicate servicers that it's time to replace the bulb. And I don't know how it works, but I think it does work because I've seen some of the ones around here turn like a metal halide color. I thought maybe they were retrofitting LEDs in there, but then they would cycle off. So I think that's what they're using in some of the fixtures around here. Anyways, let's get this put in here. The bulb is a much better size for this kind of fixture. The other one looks comically small. The I had used last time. Alright, that's in there. So now we'll get the lens on there and shut it. It's going to go like that. And I guess I better feed the cord in there first because we're not going to be able to do much without the cord. On this cord, the high side is going to be on the right. That's the non-textured side. So this is the high side. Let's go ahead and set this in here real quick. And I gotta grab a screwdriver so I can tighten the terminals up. I've been told that these terminals have a tendency to strip, or at least on the other one that I showed I was told that. I can only imagine it's the same or worse on this one because it's newer. And these seem like they're pretty solid screws. I don't know why they would strip out, but who knows? It wouldn't be the first time something wasn't what it should be. I will heed the warning and just tighten it conservatively. Well, I guess this extra terminal would be if you wanted to do a manual override, I think, without the photo cell. In this case, we're not worried about that. Let's keep that grounding wire away from there. I think that should be fine. Oh, jeez, I think that should be fine like that. Flies in here. That's obviously not how it goes. I guess it goes in there like that. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's correct. Okay. I've got the kilowatt meter here, so I'll plug this in. This is an old power bar that was mounted here when I moved in. It came with the house. It's a pretty cool old bar. Plug in this bar. And then I'll unplug this fluorescence light. And we'll put the cap on. Let's go ahead and power it on. There's that nice orange glow. I think that refracting lens is actually going to work pretty well. And even it's just starting up, and look at the light is shining everywhere, all different directions. It's beaming nicely all over the place. And we're looking at 96 the watts, 2.93 amps, power factor 0.28, so maybe there's not a capacitor in there. That's very, very low. That little black box underneath the igniter looked like it could have been a capacitor, like a real cheap one. I don't know, I may have to do some further investigation on this. Yeah, the refraction is really quite impressive. No wonder these cover such a large surface area. And the lens really makes a big difference. This one is blinding bright compared to the other one. It's just a flat piece on the bottom. Very impressive illumination. This is lighting up the whole room with ease. Nice and bright in here. It's like broad daylight. That's crazy. This is a really good fixture. The power draw is 116 the watts, 2.09 the amps, the power factor of 0.47. That's really quite poor. Well, I guess like everything else, newer is cheaper. This color of light is so much more pleasant than the LED stuff. It's just so much more pleasant. I almost feel like mounting a bunch of these in here. It would be neat to do like you know, like 3 or 4 different kinds of lighting stages in here. Like I could put some fluorescent lights, I could do sodium lights and metal halide lights, and then maybe like incandescents just if I want to come in here and grab something real quick or what have you. No, I quite like this fixture. It's not the most efficient thing out there. It's surprising, but this sure is bright. For 100 watts of power, this is great. Excellent lighting. Alright, I'll go ahead and shut it off now. It's just about done glowing. There's still a little bit of orange glow in there left. That's pretty much it. Yeah, much nicer lighting than these LED things, which are flickering, not actually as a fault of the fixture. It's something funky with my socket here. I gotta replace the whole thing there. Anyways, yeah, I really gotta do something about that. So, malfunction of the lighting in here aside, this is pretty good. I think for 70 beans, this is definitely worth getting a few more.